You know, one of the things that I like to teach people when there's a problem, and we all have problems. Not all of us can deal with the world and war, but we can deal with our own problems. When a problem comes up, one of the best things to say is, all is well, everything is working out for my highest good, and out of this situation, this so-called problem, only good will come, and I am safe. And you know, this is something that's very powerful. All is well, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. And what that does, it quiets your mind down, or my mind down, long enough for the universe to find a solution for the so-called problem.
But what about the person watching right now who is saying, Louise, hey, I love you, and I'm glad to hear you say that, but Louise, with all due respect, right now in my life, you don't know. All is not well.
Okay.
Everything is not working out for my good. I do not feel safe right now. No matter how many times I say that, all is not well in my life right now.
If you say it enough times, it will become so. It really will, because you will be changing your thinking. If I have a real problem, I will babble that incessantly for innumerable times. Because I know it will change the atmosphere around me. It'll change what I'm giving out. And yes, it's true that to start with, that may be a terrible problem and you can't do anything about it right now. But as you start to know that you are safe and you're in a universe that loves you, I mean, how many times a day do people say, "This loves me, really loves me, and I'm so grateful and I'm so appreciative of life." And if you're a person that does that a lot, your life has to get better. It has to. Life will find little miraculous ways to bring good into your life. I'm 81 and having fun. Lots of fun.
One, you don't look 81, and two, I know better than that. You are really not retired. You still work awfully hard.
I decided this is going to be the best decade of my entire life so far.
Yeah. What makes you say that this is going to be the best decade?
Because it is.
Yeah.
I just feel it.
Yeah.
Life has wonderful things in store for me.
Yeah. How is it that you live a life, and this question may sound a little strange, but a lot of folk don't have this experience where they live a life where they can declare that the decade in front of them will be better than their biggest hits?
We can all do that. We just have to make a choice. We have to decide what it's going to be.
Yeah.
If you're willing to change your thinking, you can change your life. Your thoughts create your reality. And nobody understood that at the time. But it was something that I understood very quickly. So I started to study more and more and more and change my own life. My own life became much better. I started to get what I call the green lights in the parking places, the little things first. And the more I studied and the more I practiced and the more I was willing to forgive and to appreciate life and to have a lot of gratitude, the more my life changed for the better. I had a very strong, brutal childhood. I had sexual abuse. I had a lot of heavy things when I was very young. And so I grew up to be a person who didn't believe in myself and thought I was no good, thought I was worthless, and also having a lot of resentment and not realizing what I was thinking or what I was doing or how it was affecting my life. When we grew up, we felt there was something wrong with us and we felt ashamed of it. That was why it happened. We were bad. But now we're realizing that we weren't. We just were in circumstances. And we needed to come out of them, or we found a way to have an opportunity. We all have pain of one sort or another. Even those who had very wonderful lives, we all carry some sort of pain. But it's wonderful when we can find out that we're not wrong, we're not bad, we are good enough, we're worthy of opening our life and having a better life. And we can all see life in a different way. We can start to look in a different way. I think of life as a boomerang. What you give out, you're going to get back. Just like every time you throw a boomerang out, it's going to come right back at you. And so what we believe about ourselves and about life is going to become true for us. We think we're not good enough. You know, if you ask somebody what they want, what is it you really want? What they usually say to you is, well, I don't want this. And they give you a whole list of what they don't want. They don't think about what it is they do want. But if you tell the universe what you don't want, then how can the universe bring good things to you? Because the list, what you're giving out is not wrong. Remember, it's that boomerang. If you're willing to change some of your beliefs. What is it you believe about yourself that's not uplifting? And also, it's also, who do you need to forgive? We all have people to forgive, and that does not mean to condone poor behavior, but it's to release us from the bondage. I think a lot of people will do affirmations and say, oh, well, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. And, well, there's two things. One, how many times do you do the affirmations, and how many times do you do the grunge thinking that so many people are into most of the day? And the other thing is, who do you need to forgive? Because often we have this little thing here we're going to hold on to and we're not going to let go. But that doesn't help us in any way. I had terrible, terrible feelings about myself. And I brought awful experiences to me. But when different things, when I learned to use my mind for me instead of against me, it made a big difference. Now, I am not a salesperson. I don't try to force anyone to believe this. I'm a teacher. And if people want to come, I will give them ideas, lots of ideas about things that they can do to help improve the quality of their lives. And I think it belongs everywhere. I've had people take my work into prisons. Now, I'm not saying everybody's changes. No matter where everybody's going to change.
Sure.
But if you can change a percentage, if you can get a percentage of people in any group to start seeing life in a different way and to open their consciousness, then you've started something. You've really started a good process. Because if 2 people get it, you're going to get a third, and the next thing you know, you have a bunch of people who have been willing to change their consciousness and they're changing their life. And it's the way it's going to be. I'm here, so it doesn't matter what age I am. I am right here. And I'm enjoying this now.
I like that.
Yes. Tomorrow's going to go and do what it does, you know. But we're going to be here.
So it's really that simple for you.
Well, for me it is. I take good care of myself.
Right.
I exercise well. I eat well. And I'm very grateful for life. I have a lot of gratitude. I say thank you a lot, just out there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That was so great, you know.
Yeah.
And it's my attitude towards life that makes a big difference.
To that point of simplicity, how much of the mess that we deal with, you think we deal with because we don't make things simple enough in our lives?
Well, simplicity helps.
Yeah.
You know, we make life extraordinarily complicated. We make this big soap opera, and it's really very simple. All is well.
Yeah. Everything's working for my good.
Everything's working for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come.
And I am safe.
And I am safe.
Yeah.
Safety is important to feel. It helps you relax.
Yeah. A lot of people, though, in the world that we live don't feel safe in this country and around the world.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know. But if we can get little pockets of safety, they will grow.